what do you recommend for folks that are maybe their passion is IT, or maybe their passion is AI, and now or their passion is marketing, and now they've got a startup or a new entrepreneurial venture, and they've got to do sales, which is not their passion. What does that look like, or what recommendations can you make for folks at the early stage of trying to
Yeah.
eat that elephant?
Well, I'm a firm believer that the numbers will bear out, and that there's almost a magical formula of the number of conversations, the number of touches, the number of communications you have every day. So I actually use a spreadsheet. I keep track of every prospect communication I send, every email I send to a customer, every social media post I post, every um, blog I post, every networking event I go to, every time I send a proposal to a customer, every time I win a proposal, how much is that proposal? And all those activities, there's a bunch of activities that go into the selling process, and each one of those activities in my system has points. And I didn't make this up. I borrowed this from somebody
Yes,
else,
I love
and I
this.
know that I need 100 points a week. I need at least 20 points a day. And if I will just do those behaviors every day,
Yeah, do the behaviors.
yep,
Is that
then
from a book? Is that from
I'm
something?
sure it is. I'm sure people have written about it.
Yeah, it
I can't
must.
think. Yeah.
It's actually the same mentor that I had while I was doing the door-to-door paint sales. His name's Paul. He's an amazing guy. He would say, you just do that. And similar to the reason I asked is if it was a book was because you also said something really similar, which was the idea that it's an equation, and that if you put in X amount of behavior, you will get Y result
Yep.
over time.
That's
Now
right. Over time.
you may walk up and you may strike out, or you may 0 for 100,
Yep.
but then you may then hit 33 straight, or whatever the function is, right? But over time, if you do the behaviors, you will get the result. And you stole the words out of my mouth, or you absolutely, we share the same perspective there. I thought that was the closest I've ever heard anybody say that to what you just did, to how Paul used to teach me
Hmm.
that. And